Hello everybody, Ignatius L. Jackson, CPA here. Wanted to take some more time to update you on the notice that I posted yesterday, the video I posted yesterday in regards to the tax payment extension. And so just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit more of an update. So today the IRS finally posted on their website the actual notice, the official notice that basically extends the tax payment deadline for your income taxes. And so I have more details, and I just wanted to share those with you in terms of exactly what that means, what you're able to postpone, and what you still need to make sure you take care of as of right now in order to avoid penalties and interest in regards to your tax deadline that's coming up. So first and foremost, the notice number is 2020-17. So if you are looking to read about it, it's about a 4-page read, very easy read. So that's where you can go to find out about that. What's going on is there's a tax payment extension. It's only for tax liabilities under $10 million for C corporations, and for individuals, it's under $1 million. Okay, so in terms of what you're able to not pay right now and not have to worry about paying by April 15th, it's $1 million for individuals and $10 million for C corporations, which, as you know, have their own tax liability. For the C corporations, just keep in mind that it is a consolidated, commonly controlled group. So if you own multiple C corporations, you do have to combine those together in order to come up with the $10 million deferral. But other than that, that's what the limits are. The extension is for 90 days, which is what we mentioned yesterday. So that means you don't have to worry about paying it until July 15th. After July 15th, it does start to accrue penalties and interest as of right now. And so it gives you just an extra 90 days to make the payments. This is only for federal income tax payments, is another thing to note. So if you have some other type of employment deposits that you owe, such as payroll taxes and some other things, you do have to still make those. But this is for federal income tax payments and self-related to your 1040 tax liability, which can include self-employment income from like a sole proprietorship or partnership. And it also relates to estimated income tax payments that are due by April 15th. So those are the two types of payments that are basically included in this extension. If you owe employment taxes like payroll taxes for your employees that you had withheld from their paychecks and things of that nature, those payments do still have to be made on time by April 15th. Otherwise, you will accrue penalties and interest. And that's whether you're on the monthly installment plan or potentially a quarterly installment plan or semi-monthly installment plan. So you still have to make those payments on time. So don't not make the but your employment tax payments, okay? As I mentioned yesterday as well, this is not an extension to file, okay? So you still have to file your tax return or file for an automatic 6-month extension. So many taxpayers don't realize that you can actually file a 6-month extension in our current tax law as it is today, which gives you an extra 6 months to file your tax return. Normally, that's not an extension of time to pay. It's just an extension of time to file. So in this case, what happens is if you can't get your return done by then, just go ahead and file the extension. It'll give you an extra 6 months to file the return and an extra 3 months to actually pay the money that's owed on the return. So that's definitely a little bit of a reprieve for you there. But again, most people don't usually file extensions. So if you're not familiar with how to do that, make sure that you work with your tax preparer to get you the information you need to file that extension. Okay. I will warn you and caution you that not filing on time is a lot more hefty of a penalty than not paying on time. And so since there's no extension on filing your return, do make sure you either file it or do an extension by that date. There's various providers around that can help you file the extension. And so if you just make sure you get it done. Other payments that are coming due for you or your business and things of that nature, those are all still need to be made based on the current notice and current reprieve that's out there. Depending on the type of payment it is, if you can't make it, there may be certain relief provisions available to you under existing tax law. So once you get assessed those penalties, just work with your accountant or CPA to figure out if you qualify for relief under those provisions, and you would have to get basically individual approval from the IRS. It's not carte blanche like this tax payment extension is. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, if you were owed a refund, highly recommend that you still file your tax return so that you can get that refund. If you're owed a refund, it's definitely a way to get you some money in your pocket, especially if you're one of the unfortunate employees that are getting furloughed or laid off during this time period due to companies not having the money to pay you. So definitely recommend, if you haven't yet filed your return and you're owed a refund, to go ahead and get that completed so that you get that money from the IRS. They are still issuing refund checks from the IRS for those payments. Okay. Any questions other than what I discussed, feel free to leave a comment or give us a call or shoot us an email. We will definitely respond as quickly as we can. Obviously, we have a lot going on this time of year as well. It's just generally busy for us, but now it's just even crazier for us. So please be patient with us if we don't get back to you right away. You still have about a month to file your extension or file your return and still be on time and not have to worry about additional penalties and interest. So we will definitely get back to you as soon as we can. But any other questions that we could potentially answer for you, feel free to leave a comment, and we will definitely respond as quickly as we can. So hopefully this information was helpful to you, and it hopefully will help you to get through this troubling time, and we'll talk to you more later and give you more of an update if more information becomes available. Have a good day.